On the farm, a new task awaits. Today it's time to plant potatoes. For this, a special machine is needed, the potato planter. Its large hopper holds the seed potatoes, while the mechanism places them evenly in the soil, covering them right away with earth. Thanks to this, the work in the field goes quickly and precisely. But to begin the task, one more thing is needed, a tractor. From the garage, an orange tractor drives out, ready to connect with the planter and start the job in the field. Inside the barn, a heavy crate filled with potatoes is waiting. Its weight makes it impossible to move by hand. For this task, a loader with pallet forks is needed. The machine approaches the crate and lifts it with ease. With its strength and precision, the loader gets everything ready for the next stage of work, when the potatoes will be loaded into the planter. The loader, carrying the crate, moves up to the planter. Slowly, it tilts the heavy box, and the potatoes begin to pour into the machine's large hopper. Every movement is precise and careful, making sure nothing is wasted. In just a short moment, the planter is filled and ready to begin its work in the field. The orange tractor with the planter attached arrives at the field. The soil has already been prepared and is ready for the new crop. Slowly, the machine enters the first furrow, and the planter's mechanism begins to work. From the large hopper, the seed potatoes drop one by one into the soil, placed at perfect intervals. Behind them, special discs cover each potato with earth, leaving neat, straight rows across the field. The tractor continues its steady path, and with every pass the field transforms. The planting process runs smoothly and precisely, filling the land with the promise of new life. The tractor has finished its work in the field. The last rows of potatoes are now planted, and the soil is neatly prepared for the new season. The engine slows as the machine leaves the field and makes its way back to the farm. Today's task is complete, but the results remain clear, a field full of straight rows, ready to grow. All of this was made possible by teamwork. The tractor and the loader formed a perfect duo, turning hard labor into a job done quickly, precisely, and efficiently. The day on the farm began early. After feeding the animals in the morning, the farmer looked toward the yard. Behind the barn, there was an empty piece of land that had long awaited a new purpose. This was where the solar installation would be built. For this task, a regular trailer will be needed to transport the metal frames. First, the sturdy steel structures must be delivered to the farm. At the construction equipment base, all the necessary materials for the solar installation are already prepared. Steel frames, structural elements, and tools have been carefully organized so they can be quickly transported to the farm. For this task, a regular trailer is enough to carry the metal frames and bring them safely to the site. Once the materials arrive, a mini excavator will also be needed. This time it is equipped with a special auger for drilling holes. With it, the foundation piles can be placed precisely, ensuring the entire installation remains stable and secure. The mini excavator arrived at the farm and immediately began its task. Equipped with an auger, it moved slowly behind the barn where the solar installation was planned. The operator positioned the machine at the first spot and started drilling. The auger cut into the ground, creating deep holes for the foundation piles. Each opening was carefully prepared to ensure that the panel structure would later stand strong and secure. With all the holes drilled, it was time to assemble the installation. First, the foundation piles were placed firmly in the ground, creating a solid base for the entire structure. Next, the metal frames were mounted onto the foundations, carefully aligned at the proper angle to the sun. Finally came the most important step, installing the solar panels, which were set one by one, forming neat rows of shining surfaces. With all the work completed, the installation came to life. The panels set up behind the barn now capture sunlight every day and convert it into electricity. The power flows through the inverter and supplies the entire farm, from lighting in the cowshed to water pumps and even modern machines. Any surplus energy can be sent back to the grid, making the farm more self-sufficient. It is a step toward modern farming and a cleaner future. Each day, the photovoltaic installation produced more electricity. The farmer invested in new electric solutions, starting with a charging station for a modern motocross bike. Soon, smaller machines joined, an electric wheelbarrow, battery-powered tools, and a utility vehicle. Step by step, the farm became more modern and ecological. The air is chilly, and the sun is just beginning to break through the morning fog. In the silence, the only sound is the garage door opening. The red tractor rolls out first, followed closely by the green one, moving slowly across the yard, one after the other. Out on the lot, the machines are ready and waiting. The green tractor pulls up to the baler. The red one reverses and hooks up the windrow. The engines hum steadily. Everything is set. In a moment, they'll head out to the field. The red tractor arrives at the field first. It stops at the edge of the stubble. The engine hums steadily, but for a moment, everything is still. Slowly, the windrower unfolds. Its arms, fitted with rotating tines, move into working position. This machine has a single purpose: to gather the loose straw and arrange it into long, compact rows. The spinning fingers sweep the straw gently but precisely to the side. Every turn brings more order to the field. The tractor moves forward, not too fast, not too slow. The pace must be steady to keep the rows clean and straight. Behind the machine, the first windrow takes shape. Even, ready for the baler. This is where the rail work begins. There's no room for guesswork. Everything must be precise. As the windrower finishes its first pass, the green tractor begins to move from the other side of the field. Behind it, a heavy, modern baler follows closely. The machine is ready to pick up the clean rows of straw laid just moments earlier. Inside, a complex mechanism compresses the straw under high pressure, forming tight, uniform bales one after another. Each bale is identical, ready for transport or storage. The green tractor moves steadily along the rows. The baler works without pause. Rhythmic, efficient, reliable. The fieldwork is done. The windrows are gone, replaced by neat, compact bales scattered across the land. Now comes the final stage, loading. A transport trailer rolls into the field, long, low, built to carry tons of weight. Alongside it, a backhoe loader begins its task. With precision, it lifts each bale and places it carefully onto the trailer. This job takes focus. Every bale must be positioned evenly, safely. The process continues steadily, machines working together efficiently. The day is drawing to a close, but everything that needed to be done is done. The day begins heavy and humid. The sky is milky white, and the birds have fallen silent. The farmer looked at the weather radar. A storm is set to hit in a few hours. And in the field, 30 hectares of grain still need to be harvested. First, the trailer has to be hitched. Without it, there's no point in heading to the field. The grain needs somewhere to go. At that very moment, the sky darkens suddenly. The wind tugs at the leaves, and the air turns heavy, like just before the strike. There's no time to double-check everything. They have to go if they want to beat the rain. The rain has started. At first, it's light, like a warning, but it grows heavier by the minute. Raindrops hammer the windshield and drum against the trailer roof. The tractor is coming back from the field, full, heavy, but moving fast. Mud sprays from the wheels, and the engine growls louder than usual. The farmer grips the steering wheel tightly, focused. He knows that if the grain gets wet, the whole day's work will be lost.